After a roller coaster of 2 years with steep price increases and low inventory of homes, the market has been challenging for buyers, especially first-time home buyers. And although we see some relief on the horizon with more inventory coming to the market, the feds have just announced another rate increase, with more coming later in the year. I'm Tabiatha Purgerson with Kim Taylor Real Estate Group, and I'm here to give you 4 tips on how you can beat the Fed rate hikes and turn the tables on the challenging market conditions. Now, there's not a lot we can do about the global inflation and federally set interest rates, but as a home buyer, here are some tips to consider when home shopping that can ensure you don't get priced out of the market. All right, tip number 1, spend some time shopping for a sweet mortgage. There are so many different options available for home loans with different rates, fees, conditions, and even perks. Making the right choice can save you thousands of dollars over the life of the loan. Before signing any agreement, ensure that you have at least 2 or 3 competing quotes for comparison. All right, tip number 2, pick a location that doesn't break the bank. Not everyone can afford to live in the city or neighborhood of their choice. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it's easy to get priced out of an area as the cost of everything skyrockets. But that doesn't mean you can't find a fantastic place to call home. The further out from a larger, well-known city, the lower the prices. And there are still bargains to be found if you know where to look, like I do. All right, tip number 3, get a low down payment loan. One of the biggest worries when buying a home is coming up with the down payment. Saving 10 to 20% of a purchase price can seem impossible sometimes, unless you snag a loan with a low down payment option. FHA and VA loans, to name a few, come with attractive down payment requirements, boasting a minimum of 3.5% and even 0% down. All right, tip number 4, consider purchasing a fixer-upper. If you're prepared to get your hands dirty, you can turn your purchase into a lucrative investment. Most people don't want to hassle of renovating an older home, but for the 21% of the people who would consider buying it, buying a fixer-upper is a viable way to get into your dream home earlier. If you're considering buying a home this year, it makes sense to act soon. With rising inflation kicking up interest rates and a cooling real estate market, purchasing sooner than later means you can stabilize your monthly housing costs and invest in an asset that historically outperforms inflation. And these tips and options are just a few of the things we can do to get you there. My team and I are ready to give you the expert advice needed to navigate today's ever-changing market. Just click the button or give me a shout to get started. And always, thank you for your referrals.